We'll run through these kind of quickly. I'm going to introduce our committee chairs first, so you can just pop up and stand, and you can hold all of your applause until later. Our CCDHH chair is Lori Cook. She wasn't able to be here today. She was chair last year, does a fantastic
What
job.
is CCDH?
Yeah, what is CCDH? Communication Contest for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. Okay, right. Sorry, I didn't spell it out. Childhood cancer, Linda Grohlke. Linda had a conflict of sorts lately. She got married a couple weeks ago and has been on an extended honeymoon, so I think she's still recovering. So SA Chair, Star Munch, Sioux Falls Morning. There's stars back there. Golf. It doesn't look like we're going to have a golf tournament in Manitoba this year unless somebody decides to turn it around and step forward later. The U.S. golf tournament, Andrew Engelman is going to do it again from Bismarck. He does such a fantastic job. Oratorical, Dennis Steffen kind of stepped in, and Dennis is he's an old veteran at that. Did a super job last year as his own lieutenant governor. OI Foundation, Gita Hendricks. She's the gal that wants people to ask her questions back there. The Canadian Foundation, Keith Norman. Keith wasn't able to be here with us today, but he's handling Manitoba for us. The Sanford Harmony Program, which we'll hear more about later. Greg Hunnell was coordinating that. Then we get into the growth team. I'm just tickled to death to have a growth chair who knows what to do and how to do it because he's done it. Jerry Haas of Bismarck. Jerry was our Optimist of the Year a year or two ago, so thank you, Jerry. Junior Optimist Club leader, Angie Wall. And this year, just a quick little plug, we're hoping to have the first District Joy Club gathering in Watertown at third quarter. You'll hear more about that later. New club development, Terry Gorman. Terry. First timers, you know, we just met Gary. Administration, the boutique supplies, Deb McCallum and Heather Holly, and I think they're set up. They're ready to take you in for all kinds of goodies back there. Candidate qualifications, we're always looking for good new leaders, lieutenant governors, and especially governor candidates. So we want to get candidates lined up for the next 10, 15 years or whatever. Kevin Hamill is in charge of that.
No.
Wait. Candidate, dispatch newsletter. I'm just really, really fortunate that Kurt Sandberg has decided that he would do it another year for us, and he puts out a fantastic And for all you club presidents, you know, dispatch goes out to club presidents and club secretaries. Club presidents, please just forward that dispatch on to your membership. Because there's a wealth of information in there, and Kurt does such a great job. Convention chair, Nicole Kringstedt from Grand Forks. She was on her way down here and developed car trouble, and had to turn back. So, but the Grand Forks group is going full steam, and they're going to have a great convention for us come August. DMM policy chair, the policy guru whose favorite expression is read the damn policies. Joanne Pelzer.
Paraphrase, very good.
Yeah, some of them are a little more colorful. Our marketing public relations chair next year will be Rich Jensen from Sioux Valley Optimist Club. He's run his own marketing firm and is involved in Character on Track, character building organization right now. OI Convention Ambassador, Kevin again, and he'll probably talk a little bit more about that at lunch. Parliamentarian, the guy that keeps everybody online during our conventions, Larry Pelzer. Professional development, Cheryl Bergstrom. Cheryl has had a passion for that the last few years and does a fantastic job. And it's a good program. Clubs just haven't grabbed onto that as much. But I think as Cheryl will have a news article in the newsletter each month, hopefully. And take a look at that program because it's a good way to, we're talking about networking and things like that. It really helps build connections that way too. Strategic planning, Sally Dan, our governor-elect, will take on that job next year. And the king of the web, the supervisor of the cloud, the webmaster, Tim Getz. Yes, Kevin is his worthy assistant. So those are your committee chairs, and I would encourage you, anytime you have a question about any of those various committees, welcome. You know, their contact information is on the district website. Did I forget you, Mr. Stover? Don Stover, our leadership development chair, and he's the brains behind the great resource guide that we've got on the website. So if you ever have a question about anything about Optimist International, rather than stumble around like many of us have to do on the OI website, just go to the DOM website, find the category you're looking for, and there's a, what do you call it, a clicker? A link. A link, you know, it'll take you directly into the Optimist website. It's a fantastic resource, and I really encourage you to.
I'd say I invited everybody to send us corrections or additions or whatever, and today I've received that many. So please use the guide, and when you find mistakes or additions, corrections, please contact me.
Okay, thank you, Don. Yeah. So if you can't find anything, call Don and double check it, because right now I've been having a hard time finding, the International President's One Member Award, which is a beautiful pin, the 100th anniversary pin. You have to bring in that one member. You have to participate in the club project, which is a slam dunk for everybody, and just write up a very short Optimist story, your Optimist story. Very short. It can even be a 90-second video if you want to do that. And I know there's a form to fill out to do that because I found it someplace. I think it was a hotline the other day, but I scoured the OI website. I can't find it anyplace. So we got to find that connection, and then that'll be on our DMM website as well. So you're going to help us find that, right, Brian? Okay. Okay, so that's our committee chairs. And now I'd like to ask.
I just want to ask you a question, Dave. Did you identify who your finance chair was?
I don't think I did. Who is it?
Joanne.
I'm just pointing out that in the policies on your district committees, you have a finance committee.
See, yeah, I think Greg is heading up the finance committee. Greg and Bill Riley, the two. And me too. Okay. See, that's what I mean. If you screw up someplace, Joanne is the one that'll catch you. Thank you, Joanne, for calling up to our.
So who did you say your finance committee was?
It's Greg and Bill, and I guess me. Okay. All right. Okay. Did I mess up anything else? Okay. Now I would like to have
Edie
come back up and install our district board and the officers and the lieutenant governors and whoever else you want to install. Okay.
Thank you. And boy, am I ever glad I'm friends with Joanne.
Don't want tickets from her.
Yes, and I'll
You still have your ticket.
yes, honey, I will, I promise. Just don't stand up again, okay? So I am delighted to be able to install your board of directors and your lieutenant governors, and I want to call you guys out, and I'd like you to line up right up in the front. So Governor Dave.
Okay.
Secretary Treasurer Greg. Governor-elect Sally. Immediate past governor Kevin. Zone, now do we have lots of that? I'll call you out, and if you're here, come on up. Zone 1 LG, Marty Doyle. Zone 2, Greg, we already got you up here. Zone 3, Dennis. I know Dennis is here. Zone 4, Mark Klein. Zone 5, D. Borman. Zone 6, Kevin. Already up here. Zone 7, Ryan. Zone 8, Kate. Zone 8, Kate. Zone 9, Tom Siemens. Am I missing anybody?
Have all the presidents and.
Yes, oh, okay, and all the presidents in the room, please stand. Actually, come on up. Presidents, come on up. Form a second line here.
Somebody get Neil in front.
Chair.
Neil to the
I need to be closer to her, they scare me.
All right, everybody good? We can't see Sally. Come on, Sally.
Surprise, surprise!
Put her in a chair.
Stand up, Sally. Yeah.
All right, so this is the installation of our board of directors for the DMM district. So the membership of the district board of directors consists of the current district officers, the two most immediate past governors, the governor-elect, and the club presidents. Do we have, who was governor before you? Terry? Oh, you're here. Good.
I'm here.
Yeah, hi, Terry. The responsibilities and authority of the district's board of directors are established by the bylaws of Optimist International, the bylaws of the district, and by the assignment of International Board of Directors. The bylaws require that the district board of directors meet quarterly, at which time you will participate in deciding the future of your district. You are not required, but invited to attend the Optimist International Convention, where you can participate in deciding the future of Optimist International. As a member of the district board of directors, each of you will play a key role in deciding such issues as dues increases, projects and programs that are conducted, the development of an international presence, and increased publicity of the organization. You also serve as a member of the growth team of Optimist International, helping members to grow personally as we increase our numbers. Through their vote at the district, and especially at the International Convention, the club presidents represent and speak on behalf of the individual members in our clubs. You are the voice guiding Optimist International into the future. On behalf of the members of this district, the leadership of Optimist International, your predecessors, and those who will follow you, I challenge each of you as officers and directors of this district to provide the leadership, inspiration, recognition, and initiative necessary to achieve a level of administration efficiency and effectiveness that will reward the district with the recognition of honor and distinguished. That was a mouthful. Okay, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I hereby solemnly promise on my honor as an optimist that I will carry out the duties of a district director to the best of my ability, in harmony with the bylaws of Optimist International, so help me God. So by the authority vested in me by Optimist International, I am happy to declare you the board of directors for the DMM district duly installed.
Alright, everybody on this half of the room, face that way, get shoulder in there. Everybody over there, squeeze them together. Make sure your face is exposed to me. Everybody looking over here? Alright. Face over me. Then you can look at the other guys. Hold on. Say optimist.
Optimist!
Alright, good enough. One more.
You said optimist!
Say Rotary.
Okay, good.
Sir Toma!
Sir Toma. Zemke's.
Oh, that's
Say that 4 times.
trouble.
Tell them all that base.
Congratulations. Yay. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thanks for having me. It's good. There we go.
Roll out.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, yeah. When I did, I did in the background.
Thank you, Reedy. That was a great job. I think we've got a fantastic group of incoming club presidents too. And I'm really excited to work with all you guys. Anytime you have questions, ask your lieutenant governors, ask me. We're always available. I never get to bed before midnight, so that's the best time to call me. I've had the opportunity to visit a few clubs already in the district, and I was at the St. Paul Morning Club a few weeks ago, and Zach is going to be a fantastic president. I'm really excited to see what you guys can do. Okay, now, where am I? We need to have some brief interviews with some of our activity chairs. And this is one of the things that we're changing around a little bit. In the past years, we've had each committee chair come up and talk about their committees. And it took a lot of time and it to be repetitious. So I decided we're going to do something a little bit different this year. I'm going to bring them up one by one, and then we're going to have a quick 2 to 3 minute little interview. And we're just the facts we're going to hit, because you'll have an opportunity to talk to all the activity chairs, at least, throughout the meeting, during breaks. If you've got a question about CCHDH or the oratory or whatever, grab those people and ask questions. So, the first chair I'd like to have come up, essay. Star. Oh my God. No.
Exactly.
Ken's looking away. Ask Ken where my. I have a lot of work.
Oh, I'm gonna be up here by myself. No,
And you?
that's interesting. Hashtag.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it too. Isn't it cool? And it's orange. Where's what's her name from New Ulm? She had orange on it. There. No. She had, there. You had orange on yesterday, right? Orange is good.
It's not. I'm starting the clock.
I have to ask you the questions and then you answer them, okay?
Oh, no, that's not fun.
Well, okay, your essay contest chair. What is it about the essay? Why do we need people to get kids to participate in this?
Oh,
short.
It's easy. It's one of the easiest projects that you can do. And I have back there notes for you in orange, step by step to do it. So no problem.
So what's the theme this year?
If all of the world's problems were solved, would we still need optimism?
Interesting topic.
Mhm.
Maybe we should all write an essay too.
Well, I'd like them to name the world problems they're gonna solve, but,
So, is this just high school or what's the age requirements?
okay, 19 and under, there's no minimum requirement, and they cannot be enrolled in, school beyond 19, you know.
And so what's in it for the kids?
Money,
How much?
depends on the club, but they can go up to 500.
So clubs can have their own contest and dish out money to the kids?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, then how do they get to the district?
Oh, well, each club decides a winner of the essay contest, and then they will send all the documentation, and I will update you on that, all the documentation to me, and then we will have judges choose a district winner.
Okay, the district winner gets a scholarship in the amount of what, $50?
No, $2,500.
$2,500?
Yep.
Okay,
Can I brag?
no.
It was about last year.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes. Last year we had a district winner from the Brandon Club. She went on and won the district. She went on to place in the regional, and in the end, I think she was 4th.
I think you're not talking about essay.
Was that oratorical?
Yes.
Oh, well, she won a lot of money in essay, didn't she?
Okay.
If there's a-
So bottom line, it's an easy contest to get involved in.
For $2,500.
When is the deadline?
February 28th.
February 28th, you have to have your local contest completed and sent to Star, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
It's all your fault.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be
Okay.
right back here.
Next committee chair is Communication Contest for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. And Lori Cook is not with us today, but Jerry is gonna come up, Jerry Gorman is gonna come up and fill in for Lori. Thank you, Jerry. Okay, so tell us just a little bit about the CCD. I had so much trouble with those initials, but I finally figured out it's alphabetic. CCDHH. That's how you can remember.
And it just rolls off your tongue after you've been around and
Yep.
seen what this contest does. It's a pretty interesting contest for young people who are deaf or suffer from hard of hearing.
So now, they have to have a certain level of deafness or?
Yes, but I just have to admit, Lori asked me on the way down here to kind of represent her, and I actually don't have the current rules in my head.
That's okay.
But Lori will help you with that. I think it's a 40, I'm not even gonna say it. It's, is it a 40 decibel? Okay. 40 decibel hearing loss to be able to participate.
So what's the topic this year?
It's, the topic is always the same as the oratorical, and it's, is there a fine line between optimism and reality?
Okay, and now all of these contestants have various levels of hearing deficit. Some of them speak and some of them will sign, right?
That's correct, and they can either speak or sign,
Okay.
whichever they prefer.
Okay, and we always have trouble getting enough
Participants. Yeah.
So how would you encourage people to find?
Go to your school and ask if they have any hard of hearing students. Usually, you know if you have a deaf school in your area, but go to those places. Either call and find the name of the person that they would contact, and then send them the information and follow it up with a phone call. The other place I think is a really good place to look is homeschool. If you have some homeschool organization. They might have some young people in there that are deaf and hard of hearing. And it's a lot of the self-starters, the kids that are motivated that get involved in this kind of contest. But there aren't that many in our district, I know. But boy, when you find one and you get them involved, they just really do well. I mean, they personally it makes so much difference in their lives.
The young man that won that last year, he was fantastic. Can you just give us a little bit about what the challenges he faced?
Oh my goodness. I don't think I really knew him that well. Lori got to know him quite well. Besides being deaf, he spoke, but he was very, why don't you just,
Okay,
your
from
memories?
From what I remember, he was born with all kinds of problems. His parents didn't expect it, the doctors didn't expect him to live throughout the night. And they said there was one operation that they could possibly perform, because I think he didn't have
One.
esophagus.
They're all esophagus and
Didn't have an esophagus.
everything was one instead of two
Yeah.
tubes.
Okay, and so they said we could do this operation and he probably won't make it, or we don't do the operation and he's definitely not going to make it. So that they went in and they operated, and by miracles, they were able to save his life. And he had, I don't know how many operations, in his, right up until currently. I think he had an operation not too long ago. But the kid was absolutely fantastic. I mean, he just gripped your heart. And he, we were really struggling whether we should have a CCDHE contest anymore because we had so much trouble getting contestants. But listening to that kid, I thought, wow. He just was such an inspiration. And those are the kids that we really need to reach and to help. And his family, he wanted to be an accountant or something, or an auditor, or something.
A very noble career.
He was an introvert.
Yeah. But he was in need of scholarships. So he entered this contest and won a $2,500 scholarship. Man, you couldn't have a better feeling after listening to him. So,
What I remember is the smile on his face.
oh, he was
When he
smiling all
won.
the time.
It was radiant.
Yeah, it was. Okay, thanks, Jerry. Katie?
Well, let me just tell you that I wanted, the deadline to get registration into Lori is April 1st. And I have information if anybody would like to pick some up for your club or your area. Please pick one up. Even if you don't think you've had an opportunity in the past, it'll give you some information for your club if you find you have one student that would be eligible to participate.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jerry. And again, even if the club can't find people, we as individuals probably might know of a kid that would qualify for something like that. So just think outside the box and look around and try to identify some people that would benefit. Okay, the next chair I'd like to talk to briefly, oratorical, Dennis Stephan.
Good job, Dennis. Thanks.
You're the one married to the witch. Which witch? I don't know.
Okay. Dennis is also Big D. Okay, Dennis, I think we know what the topic is by now.
Well, yeah, the topic is there a fine line between optimism and reality? What that really is there a fine line between SDSU and NDSU? Because SDSU is still, optimistic, and of course NDSU, we know, right? Winners, they're reality.
Just be careful, Okay. Okay. So we always have trouble getting a lot of contestants. A lot of the bigger cities, you can't get into the school district. It's like breaking into Fort Knox. So where do you find contestants? Where do you find contestants?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, one thing to try to get into the schools, you have to get it to the teachers so they get it in their planning guide by fall. That definitely helps. I've looked at using 4-H clubs. They have younger kids to be able to tap that resource to get a group together. Going to the PTO in the school, since the teachers maybe won't be able to fit it in their lesson plans, that maybe the PTO has the parents come in at their regular monthly meetings to tap them, to get the kids interested and pitch the program. So that's what I plan on doing. And of course, the marketing part of, I've got an editor for the Plain Talk that's really good about putting mostly everything that I send to him in the Plain Talk. And of course, the essay and oratorical were in this week's edition.
There's another source of untapped that we really haven't tapped into as much, I think, is the homeschool kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I don't know how you would maybe tap them. I don't know.
I think a lot of places they have an organization, a homeschool organization. And I really remember this because I don't know how many years ago, 2 years in a row, we had a homeschool kid win the oratorical, the district oratorical contest. And I know that first year that kid did not stand any taller than that. I think he was a 7th grader. He was homeschooled. And the next year, his sibling won it. And they were dynamic speakers. And, that just sent shockwaves through the whole organization. Don?
You can find on the web, the association.
Homeschool.
Oh, homeschool's on the web.
They might go to the PTLs too with the regular school parents too. Is probably what. Another thing too that I want to try to do with the Kids Speak Out program to get in the younger age. That way they get used to standing up and talking in front and then graduate to the higher level contest of the oratorical contest.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get that done too this year.
Yeah, so reach out and don't just look at the schools. Reach out to all other church groups, Boy Scouts, Boys and Girls Clubs.
Private schools.
Private schools.
That's where we've had our success.
Yes, private schools, okay.
They'll let you in.
So what's the date that you need?
I want them turned into me by April 20th, since the district is a little later this year on May 3rd and 4th. So I'll give you a little more time. April 20th to get it to me in the Word format to get your winners done. So if all lieutenant governors are having a zone contest, let me know. We'll still, and if you have any expenses, make sure you keep tab and turn it into me, and I'll submit them to the district because the zone contests are handled by the district budget. They do have a plaque that's $43, and of course with engraving. So if you want to plan on doing a plaque for your zone contest winner, you can figure out the logistics. If I maybe order them all at once, or you guys can order them yourselves and just keep the receipts, and we'll get it turned in and taken care of.
Yeah, so all lieutenant governors, work with Dennis on how to conduct that oratorical contest.
And the big change is probably the awarding of the scholarship money. It's $2,500, $1,500, and $1,000 instead of 2 25s. So there's 3 winners in our district that will get money.
Okay, thanks, Dennis. And again, you probably got a few handouts or whatever.
Yeah, I
Maybe
do.
that-
For the Dave technically challenged people, I brought some handouts.
Yeah, so anybody that's interested, find Dennis. The childhood cancer, Linda isn't here, but was somebody gonna speak about that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Angie, you wanna talk about Joanne? Again, the childhood cancer contest or whatever, information will be available on the DMM website.
3-minute one.
I got 3 minutes? Okay. This is gonna be short and sweet. So you're the Joy, Joy Chair. Joy is what, Junior Optimist Clubs?
Junior Optimist International, Joy.
Okay, how many Joy Clubs do we have in the district?
12.
12, okay. And I know last year we tried to get something going at Watertown. What's the plan for this year?
With Watertown?
District.
District, yeah.
Oh, a district. We have not worked on that. Oh, you mean the, oh, I'm sorry. So, rephrase that. Okay, so.
So what are we gonna do at the third quarter in terms of bringing joy?
Well, last year we wanted to do this and we ran out of some time to prepare. So this year, again, I want to thank everybody that brought fleece last year to Watertown. We have saved those at fleece and we still want to do this project. So everyone that has a Joy Club in our district, please, I will be sending out some correspondences to the presidents and to the advisors and mentors of the clubs. I've been working on gathering their contact information so that they can plan and prepare and budget to bring some kids to Watertown. So one, they can experience the oratorical and deaf and hard of hearing because that is a huge impact for those Joy kids to see those kids speak. That is important. And then we will have a community service project for them to do, some team building, leadership things, and then the blankets that they will do. And I know that Carmen back there has an organization in Watertown that those blankets are going to be donated to. So we're going to work that in. What I did the last year, I brought our Joy president. He just wanted to be a part of it. And we got a suite. And he stayed in the living room part of the suite, and Gita and I were in the bedroom. So there is ways to incorporate if there's money to bring them down with you.
Yeah, so we would really encourage all clubs who have Joy Clubs to try to figure out a way to bring 2-3 kids to the third quarter meeting. And hopefully at that meeting then we can establish a Joy district. And what I don't know if I told you this or not, but we're not going to charge the kids registration, free registration for Joy Clubs members. So that would be a big help, you know.
For Watertown.
Yeah, to go to Watertown.
Come to Watertown. Bonus. So really the hotel, you know, and transportation. So anybody visit with me, please, if you want to know more about that. I'm going to put the registration onto the DMM site so you will have that form along with the Watertown information.
Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, now I think I got one other activity chair I want to bring up. OI Foundation, Gita Hendricks. Okay. Jerry, do you have any information on the golf? Okay, so watch for the golf information on the website. As soon as possible.
That's a job. Chair.
You get up there? Yes, I did. Okay, Gita Hendricks is the OI Foundation Chair this year, and she's got a lot of exciting things going on. So, tell us just really quickly, you know, what the foundation is all about. The OI Foundation, the CCO, Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation. Those two foundations. Why do we raise money for them? Why are they so important?
Well, what the heck is mine?
Oh, you want a microphone?
She got a pen.
He wasn't going to let me speak. Well, of course, everything. Oh, shush. Everything that we've heard about this morning really is saying support Optimist Foundation. Because without the foundation, none of this is available and possible. None of us would be there. So the foundation is it is the most important thing that we can contribute to.
Because they fund all of these scholarship
They
programs.
fund the scholarship programs, they fund new programs for your clubs.
So you can ask for a grant.
You can ask for grants for new programs, yes, absolutely.
I think Watertown even got a grant for a cancer program last year from Hawaii. So that was fantastic. All you have to do is apply, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
We applied, but we didn't get accepted.
Well, we're gonna try again.
So where does the foundation get their money?
The foundation gets their money from donations and from doing simple things like dime a day. And, you know, I'm not sure about you guys, but I've been stressed, I've been stressed just trying to open this stupid little package that's on your table. And I tried to get one put together last night. Oh my goodness gracious, what a chore that was. Stressed me out. So I need this stress ball to relieve my stress.
So
And wait a minute, I'm not done. So I'm telling you today, I have 24 of these stress balls. The first 24 dime-a-day applications that I give today will get a stress ball to relieve your stress. Don Stoker already brought his in. He's got his stress ball.
I'm feeling great.
He's gonna be so relaxed.
you know how stressed out I get.
Yes, do you need a stress ball?
I do.
Well,
And
you
so-
need your application.
So there's my check.
Oh, here's your stress ball
Okay, and
and a pen.
you can fill out my application later.
All right,
You
here's
got-
a pen. You also get this beautiful pen. This here is kind of a maroon color. Very nice.
So give me my pen.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so that's the best way we can support Optimist International Foundation, right? And then there's other ways, you know, you can $1,000.
Well, okay, just a minute, Here. So, shut, I'm gonna ask, you're asking me? Woo-hoo! Yeah, well, you know when it's left-handed. All right, ask me how you can win a $1,500 travel voucher. We're gonna make this thing fly again. You can choose wherever you wanna go. You know, next, Dave's theme is party and Mardi Gras. Sarah, your airplane did not fly.
Crash and burn.
It crashed and burned. We're not gonna go on a plane that crashes and burns. But you can choose where you wanna go. $10 a ticket to win a $1,500 voucher anywhere. You could maybe go to Mardi Gras because we are gonna have one heck of a celebration in Grand Forks. And that is where we will draw the winning ticket. Is there anything else?
I don't think so, that's yours. And you threw my check away, so.
Oh, I'll take it. All right, I'll fill out your form. You have your pen, you have your stress ball. What else do you need?
Nothing.
You need a ticket. All right.
Okay, thank you much.